Hi, I'm Rachel.
Hello, I'm Sandra. Welcome. We look forward to having you join us for our informational sessions where we're going to talk to you about things that make us happy. And those things run the gamut from food to politics to yoga and beyond. We hope that you get from watching our program is first and foremost lots of laughter. Because in doing this project, the whole point of it is to have a good time. Today, we're going to be making marshmallows. You might be thinking, well, why make marshmallows from scratch when you can just go to the store and buy those Kraft Jet Puff marshmallows for 99 cents? Well, we would say that there's nothing like home cooking.
Right now, I'm going to show you the ingredients that you will need in order to make this wonderful confectionery. So you'll need first unflavored gelatin powder. You'll need 3 packets of it if you buy it in the individual packet size. 7 tablespoons of water, 1.5 cups of granulated sugar, a cup of corn syrup, 2 egg whites, 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract, and 1/4 cup of cornstarch and powdered sugar each. And to begin, we're going to take our water, pour it into a small saucepan, and then from there we'll sprinkle our 3 packets. You need, I'm using the Knox unflavored gelatin right now, but you can use any brand that you choose. This is just one of the more popularly available gelatin brands. So tear those open. Sprinkle the gelatin over the surface of the water. It's very important to do so. Now, this gelatin is going to look a little bland, a little off, so we're going to go ahead and heat it on the stove just until the gelatin dissolves. Now our next step in the process is to take the sugar and the corn syrup, combine them together to make a very thick, viscous mixture, and heat it over a medium heat to 265 degrees registered on a candy thermometer. So we're going to combine this and our corn syrup. Now that you've got your corn syrup and sugar combined in the pot, go ahead and add another 1/2 cup of cold water to your mixture. And then, oopsies. And of course, you know, when you're doing this at home, that kind of stuff always happens. So just, you know, improvise and roll with it. So now, keep stirring constantly. Make sure that you don't burn the sugar, because honestly, the taste of burnt marshmallows only goes well over a campfire, not actually when you're making them. So now what you're going to want to do is start whisking the 2 egg whites until they're stiff, firm, glossy. They hold peaks much like a meringue would. So go ahead and crack the eggs, and if you don't have an egg separator, that's totally fine. Just turn the egg, it's a little bit messier process, but just turn the egg on its side, or on its top actually, as you're separating it, and then pour it back and forth in between the 2 shell halves in order to properly separate it. Alright, now that our sugar syrup is ready, we're going to pour that into a very thin but continuous stream. A very thin but continuous stream into the egg whites. Now, as you can see, brought my immersion blender over, and that is going to go, I'm also left-handed, so it makes it a little weird. So this is going to go very slowly into these egg whites. Or you're going to pour your pan of reserved gelatin into the egg mixture as well. And don't worry if it's very loose and very runny. At first it will become the consistency of marshmallow cream. Now that you blended in the gelatin, you're going to take your vanilla extract, pour it in. And now we're going to go ahead and start sifting our cornstarch and powdered sugar mixture together over our well-greased cookie sheet. Oh, you caught me. Now, after your marshmallow mixture has been whisked until it's cool, you're going to take your bowl and go ahead and pour it on top of your prepared cornstarch and powdered sugar mixture. Now after you put it in your prepared pan, you're going to smooth out the top lightly with your spatula. Remove. Take your pan, set it somewhere safe and at room temperature overnight, and then in the morning, we'll tell you the next step. Hi, welcome back. We have now let our marshmallow mixture sit for overnight, and as you can see, it's been a very long night watching and waiting patiently for these things to set up properly. But now, as you can see, our marshmallow mixture has congealed into an improbably light looking wonderful fairy food confection. In order to actually finish the final steps in the process, you take a sharp knife, glass of water, go ahead and dip the knife in the water, and then cut the marshmallows into small squares. Zegeda. And this is like. And now, as you can see, you toss the squares that you've pulled out in the cornstarch and powdered sugar mixture. Hi, and welcome back. We finally finished our marshmallows, and so now the only thing that's left is to actually taste test the fruits of our labors and make sure that they're every bit as fabulous as we expect them to be.
And as every bit as fabulous as we are, of course. So what we have here is our beautiful marshmallows with a slight sprinkling of peppermint-infused chocolate. In celebration, everyone, of our making marshmallows, I'd like to point your attention to my t-shirt, which is entitled Melting Defenses. You can see a little marshmallow taking on the very evil flame with his sword of a twig and his very powerful shield made of chocolate. We know this obviously didn't end well.
All right, this looks fabulous. I cannot wait to try these. Thank you, dear.
All right, and
here you go. Cheers.
Cheers. Oops, it stuck together. Oops. And join us next time for when we actually take you back to your childhood to make homemade peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Ciao.